the world around you, your job, your relationships, your health, your financial situation is not separate from you. It is not happening to you. It is unfolding through you. Every moment you spend thinking, you are constructing reality. Your thoughts are silent builders, brick by invisible brick. Napoleon Hill was not the first to say it, but he was the loudest to prove it. Thoughts are things. Let that echo in your mind. Thoughts are things. They are not air. They are not illusions. They are the precursor to everything you will ever touch, hold, or experience. Think about the chair you're sitting on. Someone had to think of its design before it could be made. The house you live in? It began in the mind of an architect. Every business, every invention, every work of art, thoughts came first. And the same is true for your life. So the real question is not, can I change my life? It is, am I willing to change my thoughts? The average person has around 60,000 thoughts per day. How many of yours are shaping the life you want? Are you thinking about possibilities or problems? Are you building faith or feeding fear? Are your inner words empowering you or enslaving you? Hill taught us that you become what you think about. This is not poetic fluff. It's neuroscience. It's cognitive behavior. And more than that, it is universal law. You see, your thoughts influence your emotions. Your emotions shape your behavior, and your behavior becomes your results. Change the seed, and you change the harvest. Let me give you an image. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of hope, of discipline, of belief, what will grow? Fruit, prosperity, fulfillment. But if you allow weeds of doubt and fear to spread unchecked, what can you expect? That is why every day, every hour, every minute matters. Because your thoughts, unchecked, will grow either flowers or weeds. And it is your job, not the government's, not your boss's, not your spouse's, to tend the garden of your mind. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha Napoleon Hill knew this and built his entire method on this idea. We must master our minds, or we will be mastered by them. So now, I ask you again, what are you thinking? Who are you becoming? And what life are you creating when no one is watching? Your reality starts inside you. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who had a burning desire to work with Thomas Edison. He had no money, no influence, but what he had was a thought, a clear one. I will work with Edison, not for him, with him. His name was Edwin C. Barnes. He got on a freight train. He rode for miles in dirty clothes with nothing but belief. And when he reached Edison's office, he walked in and said with conviction, I have come to go into business with you. Now, most people would laugh. But Edison didn't. Because Edison recognized in his eyes something he had once seen in his own. Faith. Faith, as Hill described it, is the visualization of and belief in the attainment of desire. It is the spiritual gasoline that drives the engine of thought into action. If thought is the seed, then faith is the sunlight. It is the multiplier. Without faith, your desires remain wishes. With faith, they become obsessions, and obsessions become movement. And faith isn't something you either have or don't. Faith is something you build, thought by thought, affirmation by affirmation, habit by habit. Faith is the eternal elixir which gives life, power, and action to the impulse of thought. Napoleon Hill. So how do you build faith? Speak it before you see it. Don't wait for evidence. Speak your vision aloud, boldly and frequently. Surround yourself with belief. Spend time with those who uplift you, who think big, who remind you that your dream is possible. Read and reread. Your definite Chief Aim Hill instructed every reader to write down their specific goal and read it morning and night with feeling. Here is your blueprint. I know I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Say it. Say it again and again, until your mind starts to believe it, until your subconscious mind, the true engine of action, absorbs it as truth. Because the bridge between your thoughts and your reality is not made of steel. It is made of faith. And when you walk across it again and again, you are no longer just thinking. You are becoming. There is thought, and then there is thought felt, thought seen, thought lived in advance. This is the power of visualization and emotionalization. Napoleon Hill didn't just teach people to think, he taught them to see the goal, to see the dream, to see themselves as already living it, before it showed up in reality. Why is this powerful? Because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a vividly imagined event and a real one. If you can visualize your success clearly, with emotion, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as a pattern to be fulfilled. Think of it as mental rehearsal. Athletes do it. Speakers do it. Artists do it. And now, you must do it. If you want to be wealthy, you must see yourself shaking hands on the deal. If you want love, feel the warmth of being cherished. If you want confidence, visualize yourself standing tall, speaking with clarity, moving through life with purpose. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. But here's the missing link. Emotion. Emotion is the electricity that powers the vision. Without feeling, your visualization is a still image. With emotion, it becomes a living movie that plays over and over in your subconscious. You must not only see the goal, you must feel the joy of achieving it. Close your eyes. Picture your dream life. Now, breathe into it. Smell the air. Hear the sounds. Feel the emotions. What would you feel if it were already yours? What would gratitude feel like? What would peace feel like? What would confidence feel like? That feeling, that emotion, is your spiritual magnet. Hill taught that when we visualize with emotion, we accelerate manifestation. Because your subconscious, once it accepts a thought charged with emotion, will begin to orchestrate your actions, your awareness, and even your environment to align with it. And so, do not merely write down your goals. Live them. Experience them. Every morning. Every night. You must feel your way into the life you want, because that life already exists, in potential, and your emotions are the invitation. Now, I want you to pause and reflect. What will you do with the power you've just unlocked? Because this isn't just information. It's a transformation waiting to happen, but only if you act on it. So here's your challenge. Take one thought, just one, that aligns with the life you want to live. Write it down. Visualize it. Feel it in your heart. Repeat it every single day. Speak it. Believe it. Become it. Because your future is not written in the stars. It's written in your thoughts. And the pen is in your hands. If this message moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more mind-shifting truths rooted in the wisdom of legends like Napoleon Hill. Your journey begins right now, in your mind. So go ahead. Think it. Feel it. Believe it. Live it. Because your thoughts create your reality. And your new reality starts today.